Hi, Derek Evans here for the Real Estate Radio Network. Today we're going to talk about giving out phone numbers on the air. And there's a very specific reason that you should only give out your phone number when you're giving out a phone number on the air. You're going to be tempted to want to give out the phone numbers of your guests or your show participants, but let me tell you exactly why you don't want to do that. Number one, if you're only giving out one phone number, it's much easier for you to brand yourself and brand the show with the number that ultimately goes through you. If you're giving out a whole bunch of different phone numbers, it becomes very difficult for people to pay attention to it. But if you give the same number over and over, it's easier for people to memorize it and ultimately take action. Number two, any of the calls that come in will go directly through you. This allows you to make sure you have the opportunity to evaluate the individual who's called's situation before you pass them along to the referral partner. They might be calling for a credit repair person, but they actually need to speak with a bankruptcy attorney instead. You can get them to the right person to make sure that their call and their experience with the show is as successful as possible. Remember, when they have success, they'll tell other people about it. Not to mention, it gives you the chance to tell them about your services as well. Number three, if it's the case they need to speak with a show participant or a guest that you had on the show, you'll be able to really give that participant or that guest a good build-up with the caller. In other words, you'll be able to say, yeah, okay, you definitely need to speak to someone about bankruptcy. It's a good thing that we've got Bob as a show participant with us because he's a great bankruptcy attorney. Trust me, I spent a lot of time looking for good bankruptcy attorneys here in town, and he's the best one that I could find. It gives you a chance to give your show participant or your guest the best opportunity to ultimately convert from that call-in, and that's powerful. Number four, this serves as a big reminder to your guests and to your show participants that you are the lead master. All leads from the show and calls and the consumer goes through you. And that makes you a person of power. So not only are you hosting the show, not only do you have media, the power of media to offer, but you're also the person who controls the callers. And that is ultimately where the biggest power resides with respect to the consumer. So make sure you always give your phone number and your phone number alone. This is Derek Evans for the Real Estate Radio Network.